No matter how perverse your football fantasy, Madden NFL 09's new fantasy draft lets you live it. A virtual pick-and-pull fantasy draft lets you construct your team from the NFL's deep pool of players. We'll share our drafting strategies so you can make the smart picks that'll earn you a shot at the Super Bowl. Unlike in past years, Madden 09 comes complete with a fantasy draft mode allowing you to use default rosters or add in a large stable of classic players for use on your selected team. Use it right and you can craft a team of both new and old talent alike that is best suited for your playing style. Much of your strategy will be built around your predetermined position in the draft. Your first selection is randomized, so you should come prepared with several applicable strategies. Will your team bring a hard-nosed rushing attack with big bruisers on the front line, or a fleet-of-foot aerial assault with a sharp-shooting quarterback? That all depends on the choices you make throughout the draft. If the first pick falls to you, the allure might be in selecting a high-profile superstar like Tom Brady or LaDainian Tomlinson. But if you're at the tail end of the first round, your focus should be in selecting two players with dissimilar roles to fill separate needs. If you're at the bottom of the draft order, a solid cornerback like Champ Bailey might be a good choice. It's important to realize that by that point in the first round, many, if not all, of the uber-high-profile superstars have already been taken. Another factor to consider when making that crucial first pick is age. It's important for your first pick to be a centerpiece around which you can build. You can disregard any salary cap issues as you'll have plenty of time to work out cap problems in subsequent rounds. It goes without saying that virtually each position will need a starter and a backup, so creating an overarching identity for your team early is of the utmost importance. Don't neglect non-skilled positions like your offensive guard or find yourself in the last round without a tight end. By that same token, it's also important not to take a tight end too early. Chances are Antonio Gates will be around until the 10th round or so don't fret on taking a player like him right off the bat even if his rating is amongst the game's highest. When picking a wide receiver, make sure to pay special attention to the player's speed. A wide receiver with speed in the high 90s is going to dominate most corners and will be able to overcome seemingly weak statistics elsewhere, such as route running and catching. When analyzing a quarterback, nothing is more important than that player's throwing accuracy and power. At the end of the day, no weapon in your arsenal will prove more valuable than a knowledge of the players and their positions. However, by keeping in mind some of these general tips, you might find yourself that much closer to a Super Bowl ring of your own. That's it for this episode of IGN Strategize. For more tips, strategies, and cheats, log on to IGN.com.